morning, everyone. Please confirm whether you can see the screen.
Yes, can see the screen, Viraf, but your voice is little low.
Okay. Is it okay now? Or it's still low?
Yes, yes, we can
Okay.
hear.
Yeah. So let us start the first. We will be seeing the various indicators, and then when I'll go through the various charts, I'll be applying those indicators. That is why the order of the presentation has been changed today. Okay. So we are seeing the various indicators. We'll be studying Bollinger Band, then relative strength and relative strength index. Earlier we have studied moving average and we have seen OBV. Okay. So if you know about 4 or 5 indicators and you know properly, it is more than enough. Okay. There are many indicators available, but knowing at least 4 or 5, next lecture we'll see ADX and Fibonacci. So after doing that, then you will be sufficiently having idea about whether to buy, add, sell, or exit, or increase your proportion in the stock. So all these things can be done. So let us go to our presentation and we'll see the presentation as well as the charts. So these are the various indicators. We have done this part. Okay. Today we are going to do Bollinger Bands. Then we have already done this. This part we have done. Next lecture we'll be seeing this. Today's lecture we'll be seeing relative strength, RSI. So this and Bollinger Bands we'll be seeing today. Next week we'll be seeing ADX and FIB. So as I told you, if you know this, some of these 5-7 indicators, that will be sufficient for you to take a proper decision. So let's see the Bollinger Band. It was invented by John Bollinger. It is basically a price envelope where we can have a pair, that is the upper price level and the lower price level. It is plotted on the first thing, we take a moving average. So it is based on the moving average principle, and the band is made up of plus or minus 2 standard deviations. That is the default. You can keep 1 standard deviation also, but everyone follows this 2 standard deviation. So we can cover 98% of the probability. Basically, Bollinger Band is a kind of a volatility indicator. It indicates the volatility of the possible range in which your stock will move. The parameters, as I suggested, is 20-period simple moving average and plus or minus 2 standard deviations. Customization is not required. The standard one itself is default, is proper. You can have a read at Bollinger Band by Bollinger. It's a good book. It tells you in depth about the Bollinger Bands. By knowing the Bollinger Bands, we can understand whether your stock is at a high price range or a low price range. If the stock is continuously going up and if you're afraid that it will come down, one should look at the Bollinger Band. Bollinger Band will always tell you the upper level and the lower level. That is the pair. And the middle line will be your moving average. Middle line will be your moving average. 20 simple moving average. You should never use any indicator by itself. So what we should do, first we should plot the demand supply, then have a look at the moving averages, then look at the Bollinger Band, confirm with RS relative strength and RSI relative strength index. look at ADX. So if you do these 4 or 5 things, you will be able to understand your decision of whether you have to buy or you have to sell, whatever it is. So always use Bollinger Band with other, so that we say it is a confluence. Your decision should not go wrong. Here is my red line, which is your mean line. This is based on the normal distribution curve. The green line is your plus or minus 1 standard deviation, which covers 68%. The light blue ones, if you take this range, it is 2 standard deviation, plus or minus 2 standard deviation. It covers 96%. So the 96% of the data gets covered in this normal Bell distribution curve. This Bell distribution curve is used by our HR people to tell us whether you are going to get some key rise in your. The normal statement is done, we tried our best, but we could not fit you in the bell curve. So maybe next year you will be able to get a better increment. So this kind of statements are used. Similarly, in our education field, you can have a look at the performance of your class, of your students. Similarly, in the medical industry, you can have a look at how the particular drug is performing or what way the things are happening. So Bollinger Band is a normal distribution curve. It tells you the middle line is your 20 mean, which was your this. This is your red line, is the middle line, and the light blue ones is the extreme plus or minus 2 standard deviations. Some people may consider 1 standard deviation, but then 1 standard deviation will consist of only 68% of your data levels. So if you want to cover the whole, then you should definitely look at the plus or minus 2 standard deviation. This is a normal picture of a Bollinger Band. This is the upper band. This is the lower band. And the price is moving along the band. You can see the price is moving up. It has gone very much up. Then, as per the mean reversion principle, once again, it will start coming down. So here it is coming down. It has come to the blue line, which is in the middle, which is your 20 simple moving average. Once again, it has gone up. It has touched the upper level. It is coming down. Now it has come to the lower band. It has come to the lower band. It is traversing the lower band, moving along the lower band. So the stock has come down to a very low level. It has one of the lowest levels it has come. And now once again, it is moving up. So when the stock is at the peak, now supposing you have entered here, when the stock is moving along the band, and then it is correcting little bit. So when it comes at this level in the middle, you can do a little bit of addition, which is called as upward averaging. So average upwards, the stock is further moving up, let it go up, then it is coming slightly down. When it comes near about the mean position and it is reversing, that time you can add the second tranche. So original buy, first addition, second addition, let the stock move, wait for the stock to move upwards. Okay, it has come down. Now it is further going down below the mean average. So mean se niche ja raha hai. It may give you an indication that there is an exit you can take on the stock. Okay, some people will not exit. Like the long-term investors will wait. They will look at the performance of the stock and they will take a decision of not exiting. The performance in the point, say a situation like a war has happened. In war kind of situation or a pandemic kind of situation, mostly all the stocks will get affected. So individually, the stock has not done something major wrong. The quarterly figures may have gone wrong because the stock is performing bad because of the environment which is there, the market sentiment and so on. So in this kind of situation where the war-like situation has happened, pandemic has happened, the market will go down. So a long-term investor will not sell off immediately. Okay, but a short-term investor, a trader will sell off somewhere here at this point and will come and buy when it goes above the moving average. So these are the positions where people buy and exit. So if it goes very much above the upper band levels, then there is a signal that the stock is in the overbought zone and you may exit. So here is a signal, you can see it is continuously moving up. इतना ऊपर चला गया तो वापस वो नीचे आने चालू हुआ. So when you exit at this point or a little lower, you're, as a trader, you are sure that you are not going to lose anything. But as an investor, as I tell you, people will wait till the 20 simple moving average, or in the moving average, you can wait till 50, and then you can take a decision of exiting. So how the Bollinger Band indicator works? When the prices move, it pierces the upper band. That means the price is moving along the higher levels. If it gets too much of a movement above the higher levels, then what happens? There is a possibility that the price will come down. So have a look at the Bollinger Band and understand that if you are buying first time at a very high levels, there is a possibility that you are buying a stock at a very high level. Okay. Similarly, when the stock is going and moving along the lower band, it is in the oversold region. What does the oversold region means? Oversold means the stock has come down to the lowest possible level. So there is a possibility that from here onwards the stock will move up. Then there is a possibility like there is a squeeze. Let us see. This is a Bollinger Band of HDFC Bank. Okay. So sometime back, which was sometime in August of 21, the stock moved from the middle. It came up, it came down, it kept on traveling along the upper band. It came down to the middle. Middle say many a times it goes up. Here it went up very high levels, 1688 levels. Then it started falling. This was in October 21. And now it is continuously falling. It is continuously falling. Now, and the stock is continuously moving towards the lower band, you may get tempted to buy at these levels or little lower. You should not buy till the time the stock shows a reversal. थोड़ा ऊपर आने की कोशिश कर रहा है, and then wait till it passes the middle, the 20 SMA band. Once it passes the 20 SMA band, you may get a idea that possibility is there that the stock will go up. That time you have a look at the other indicators like RS and RSI, and that will tell you whether you should be going ahead and buying it or not. So here it went up and once again it started going down. यहाँ वो ऊपर गया, ऊपर तक गया upper band का level पे, and then it started moving down. Now this stock is having a lot of weakness, and that is why every time it is touching or trying to move up, and the upper levels are getting reduced from 1688, this level is around 15. So नीचे आते जा रहा है. Okay, and then it was moving along the median. Then further down, extreme down. Okay, this is around March 22. This was when it went up because of the announcement of HDFC and HDFC Bank merger. और उसके बाद that very evening I had mentioned that don't buy at these levels, because it happens that many a times the news takes the stock up, but the news is not the reason that tomorrow the stock will perform. It takes 6 months, 1 year to get the merger done. So what is happening is the stock has taken a beating. It went down to the levels which was below the earlier levels, and today it is at 1300 levels. So many a times we buy at these levels, but sometimes we fail to understand the stock, and you can see there was a big gap down and it went further down. Now it is little bit consolidating at these levels. Okay, so this is the kind of indicator which tells you whether it is moving. Okay, now there is something called a squeeze. You can see this HDFC Bank was in this particular position. Itna squeeze ho gaya. Sometimes the squeeze is very narrow. Let us see if I can get you some narrow squeeze. See here, the squeeze is very narrow. And after this squeeze, there is always a possibility that the stock can go in either direction. It can go up or it can go down. थोड़ा ऊपर गया, फिर वो वापस नीचे आ गया. See here, there is a squeeze which is getting formed in Navin Fluorine. So continuously, last few days, the stock is in a squeeze. SBI is also in a squeeze. Sometimes the squeeze becomes very, very narrow. You can see this squeeze, it's quite narrow. Means the volatility is not much there, not much of buying and selling is happening. Bajaj Finance Services, here you can see the squeeze. So after the squeeze, there is always a possibility that the stock can go up or down in either direction. ICICI Bank, currently in a squeeze. The result was good. Okay, the result was good. Monday it will start moving up, but you cannot be sure. The reason why I'm saying is, even though the banks have done well, overall the banking sector is going down. So there is always a possibility that you may find the sector going down further and the stock will also get affected. See this Kotak continuously is in a very narrow band. ये थोड़ा upward movement है. This is not a squeeze. Here you can see L&T Finance. See the way there is a continuous squeeze is happening. That means a consolidation sideways movement has happened, and then it has started falling. The band has become bigger and it has started falling. It went up and it is still not. In fact, at about 120 levels, I removed the stock. So now it is further falling. Bank of Baroda, not much of, when the volatility becomes very high, the stock comes back to the mean position and the squeeze will happen. The squeeze is a period of low volatility. The price movement can be in either direction. It can go up or it can go down. But once the squeeze it starts going, the band becomes bigger, it gives you an indication that there is some trend which is happening. The trend can be in upward direction or it can be in downward direction. There is always a possibility of a false move. It may go a little up and then it may come down. Now this happens because the operators are managing with a lot of numbers. If the band becomes very broad, it means it is very volatile. The stock is very, very volatile. When it becomes unusually large, it means volatility has increased like anything. And if supposing the stock was on the upward band, there is a possibility that now the stock will start moving downwards. Now the stock will start moving downwards. Similarly, if the volatility is very high and the stock is moving in the lower band, there is a possibility that the stock will start reversing and it will start moving upward. So prices have a tendency. So when it touches either the upper band or the lower band, it will come back to the mean position. It will come back to the mean position. So using the swings, we can identify, if you are a swing trader, what can be your. So supposing I am at this level, okay, I am over here and I am buying somewhere here. Now what should be my upward price levels? The upper band level can become my target. So I am buying at somewhere 9900 and this can become your target to exit if you are a swing trader. Okay, so 99 से 95 96 यहाँ buy किया और ये मेरा target है. Now you are a person who can wait for some more time, a positional trader. Then you will look at the upper levels. So you see that first target is around 110, second target can be 118. So the stock is going up, it came little down, you are waiting. यहाँ तक आपने रुका, मीन से नीचे गया तो आप बेच सकते हो, लेकिन मीन से वापस वो रिवर्स किया. So this was the time it reversed and now it started moving. So what has happened? It has crossed the, but this becomes a trade of more than 15 days or maybe a month or so. So positional traders can wait for a longer period of time. But what happens if you wait over here और आपने exit नहीं किया because you saw that it was at the upper level. अभी stock next 3 days वो ऊपर गया, अभी ऊपर गया, अभी वो नीचे आना शुरू हुआ. Now greed factor is there. As soon as it comes near about the mean position and your positional traders achieved something, you should exit. But many a times we don't exit and we wait for the stock to fall down, and once it goes below the mean point, we exit. So आपने buy यहाँ ये target 1 पे आप once again आ गए, instead of target 2 exit, you are coming back to the target 1 position and you are losing that advantage. So many times as a trader, we cannot take a decision looking at only Bollinger Band. So you should look at the RS and the RSI. Okay. Supposing I open the RS figure, what is the RS telling me? Okay, it is about the green color है, तो relative strength ज़्यादा है. Okay. But what is my RSI telling me? See here, at this point, the blue line has crossed the 65 level. I will explain you this today itself. The blue line has crossed the 65 and it has come down. So what is at this point? It is telling me that Viraf, exit. So Bollinger Band told me here exit. The blue line crossing the 65 band is telling me exit. The RS is telling me I'm going down. You can see the slope is going down. So this is the point when I can exit. Then I can have a look at my other indicator like ADX. Just now I'm not showing you ADX because today we'll not be doing, next time we'll be doing ADX. So ADX will also show me similar signal. So ये signal पे मैं निकल सकता हूं अगर मैं seriously निकलना चाहता हूं तो. See here. $65 blue line crossed this dotted line at this point. Bollinger Band also tells me that I am likely to fall. So around this point or little near, if I am a conservative type, I don't want to sell easily. Both the indicators are telling me that it is a sell. Similarly, there is a supply zone which has been formed at this level. So supply zone means what? This is the upper resistance level. So as soon as the stock is around this level, and I know that my supply zone is formed here, I can exit. So at this point, so what I've done, I have confluence of three things. One, I have seen that my supply zone is there. Second, my RSI is telling me. Third, the Bollinger Band is also telling me that it is coming down. Okay. And fourth, the relative strength is telling me that I have started moving in the downward direction. So as a trader, as an investor, you have to look at this thing. But investor will take a longer period decision. So he will not look at the day chart. He will look more at the week chart. On the week chart, what is happening? Let us see the week chart. On the week chart, my RS is telling me I'm weak. What is RS? It is nothing but the stock divided by the Nifty. So on the week chart, it is telling me I'm weak. See the blue line crossing the 65 line here. This is my 65 line. So blue line has come down, 65 se cross kiya, and it is telling me I am weak. The supply zone is also formed, which tells me I am weak. Red candle tells me it is nothing but rally base drop. So everything is telling me that Bank of Baroda has started falling. Then as a investor, I'll go back and look at my monthly chart. Monthly chart में क्या दिखा रहा है? मंथली चार्ट में दिखा रहा है तो ये जीरो लाइन है आरएस का, वो जीरो लाइन से नीचे है, दैट मींस इट इज इन द रेड, मींस बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा स्ट्रेंथ इज रिलेटिवली वीकर देन निफ्टी ऑन द मंथली चार्ट. देन व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? ये 65 का डॉटेड लाइन है, ये 65 से नीचे है, मींस it has come down below the 65, means there is a possibility that it can go down. Then I will look at my price volume. Okay, it is red candle here, it is red candle on this month also. So what I am trying to see, as a long-term investor, I will go and look at my day se week mein jaunga, week se month mein jaunga, and then I will take my decision whether I have to exit Bank of Baroda or not. Now what has happened? On the Bollinger Band, you can see it is still moving on the band. It may happen that few days are left for a month to get over, about 5 days, 5 working days. So if an investor I am there for a long-term point of view, I may say, let me wait for about 4 or 5 days. Let me see how the month is ending, and then I will take a decision. Now supposing HDFC Bank, the same thing. Okay, as an investor, what I'll do, I'll look at my monthly chart. Monthly chart में ये red line से ऊपर है. This green line is my relative strength. So relative strength of HDFC Bank on the monthly chart is better. Okay, it is not very bad. But RSI is telling me from this I am coming down. Blue line नीचे आ गया 65 से. Okay. Third, on the Bollinger Band, I can see it is moving parallel, nearly parallel. Every now and then it goes down. एक थोड़ा spike दिया था ये मंथ में ऊपर, लेकिन वापस वो नीचे आ गया. That spike was because of that announcement. It was announced and then after that it has come down. So what are we seeing? We are seeing that it has come back from the upper band levels. It has come back to the median, the mean 20 SMA levels. Okay. Now what I will see? ये एक supply zone दिख रहा है मेरे को तो दिख रहा है. ये कहाँ है? यहाँ से यहाँ है. ये monthly supply zone है. Okay. So monthly supply zone. Yeah. So what is my monthly supply zone is telling me? The stock has lot of resistance here. So should I hold with HDFC Bank? See the red volume, red bar. Average volume से ज़्यादा है. Only thing, the relative strength, because of the previous traditional position of HDFC Bank, but it is continuously going down. Okay. RSI is also telling me going down. Bollinger Band is saying it is just touching the mean. Weekly में क्या है? Weekly में देखिए, it has come down from the mean position. RS is telling me I am very weak. Relative strength is telling me I am very weak. RSI index is telling me I am on the 50 से नीचे. ये 50 middle line is 50. ये lower line is 35, middle is 50 and upper is 65. So what I am seeing, all the three are telling me मैं weak हो गया हूँ, निकाल दो मेरे को और बेच डालो. लेकिन as a traditional investor, many of us, including me, we have some faith in HDFC Bank, and we'll have to wait and watch how the stock is moving. Otherwise, maybe in a few months' time, we may have to exit some of the stocks. Okay.
But Biraf, is it a right time to purchase, or we can wait for a few days to purchase it?
See, Apathy, I'll tell you one thing. I was seeing some channels last few days. I don't see any good things happening in the market. So if you want to purchase HDFC Bank because it is HDFC Bank, I will say I will not purchase, but I will go for ICICI Bank. See the performance of ICICI.
Yeah, I interviewed yesterday in the Times, the Economic Times of the KB Kamath. He is recommending this HDFC Bank. He is telling that the merger would be good for the banking industry on the longer term perspective. One merger will be good after 1 year.
Okay. It is going to happen after 1 year. So I will not go and buy it now. I will wait for the time. Or if I'm having some, say 500 shares, I will liquidate half of it and buy ICICI Bank, because I see, मैं अक्टूबर से बोल रहा हूँ आप लोग को, ICICI Bank is a better stock than ICICI Bank and SBI. Even the recommendations which I'm going to do to you all a little later in the second part of the lecture. This is my list of currently good stocks. Currently, I'm saying the red one is saying that they are a little bit high on the pricing levels. Okay, so you can buy as you wish. We'll be seeing this little later, but I am picking up these stocks as a part of my current list. The red ones is telling me like this is large caps, this is mid cap, this is small cap, and this is micro. The red ones are telling me it is high. I have mentioned below, don't be in a hurry to buy them. Wait for the Q4 results and buy at a proper price. Like Tata Elxsi is still very highly priced, but this being a free float is less. We are finding that the stock is going to go up and up only till the time some bad news comes. ICICI Bank is one of my good stocks which I see, and here you can see it is actually moving up. See on the day chart, say this is my monthly chart. On the monthly chart, the green is above the zero line. Okay, the blue is touching the 65. It is traversing on the upper band. Abhi thoda middle mein hai. You can see here, but still it has not come down to the mean levels because the banking sector itself is little bad. See here on the weekly chart, it has started moving up. Ye abhi it is showing exactly on the zero line. Okay, but you can see here it is down. So it is below 65. So at this point of time, ICICI Bank was down. Once again, it has to cross the 65 levels, and then you can consider it as a buy level. See here, the relative strength is going down. Now, what will happen tomorrow? Because the earnings has been declared, you will find some push in the stock. But still, I can tell you, because the banking sector is bad, I don't see any major upward movement till the time the banking sector will start moving up. Similarly, SBI, where is SBI? Okay, SBI. On the day chart, it is at the middle of the band. On the weekly chart, just above the relay, yahan niche hai. So if I were to buy, I will wait. I will wait for it to go upwards, like this kind of movement. नीचे से ऊपर जाना चाहिए, 50 से 65 पे जाना चाहिए, तो मैं ट्रेंड, अभी ये ट्रेंड थोड़ा नीचे जा रहा है. So I will wait to buy. On the monthly chart, it is on the 65 levels. Okay, but the relative strength is low. So still SBI, because the banking sector is down, it is not giving me good signals. Now there is something called as a squeeze. The Bollinger Band will come very close to each other. That is the squeeze. It will come near the moving average level. Squeeze means low volatility, potential sign that it will start moving up. The band will become bigger, but it doesn't tell me whether it will be positive or negative. It doesn't tell me whether the stock will go up or the stock will go down. It doesn't tell me. This is not a condition for trading. Wait for the volatility band to become bigger. The band does not tell me whether it will be in which direction. Then once it starts breaking, the bands become big. When the bands become big, we say that now the 90% of price action possibility is there. Now it can happen that the band will go above or it can go below. So ICICI tomorrow, both possibilities are there. Because of the good results, it can go up. But 9-3 results were also good. But the very first day after the result, it was down. Then second and third day के बाद वो pick up करना चालू किया. The breakout is also not a trading signal, but you have to wait and watch. Many people start hitting the immediately buy कर लेते हैं, but I believe you have to wait. Many a times I feel tempted to buy, but we should wait. Breakout will not give you any clue which direction it can happen. Okay, one or two things I want to show you. The reliability of Bollinger Band is to understand whether we have the strength. The Bollinger Band will tell me what is the range in which the market will go up. What is the maximum possible upward or the maximum possible downward levels. Whenever the band prices are moving on the upper band, whenever the prices are moving on the upper band, there is a possibility that the stock has reached the upper levels. So wait for a signal, and the signal will be it starts moving from the upper band towards the mean position. As soon as it starts moving towards the mean position, you should understand that it is in the overbought zone, and there is a possibility that the stock will come to the 20 SMA. Similarly, when the stock is in the lower band or moving along the lower band and it starts upward movement towards the 20 SMA, immediately you should get a signal that the stock is likely to go up. This is a very important. Always look for confluence. Confluence, first thing, demand zone, supply zone hai, very good. Reversal candle दिखा रहा है, doji candle, or in general rally based drop or drop based rally. Upper band pe hai means it has reached the maximum level. There will be some resistance. If the stock is at the lower band, it means it has reached the oversold region. There is a possibility that this will take the support. There will be a demand zone at this level, and anything else like RSI or ADX or MACD, you can use any of this or couple of this. Like I normally use RSI and ADX. So when I use RSI and ADX, I will get an idea about it. You can even use RS, relative strength. The relative strength tells me that whether the stock is relatively positive or not. See, I use this only. People use all these things, but they are more of traders. For me, this is important. 20-day moving average plus minus 2 standard deviation. Whether I do my swing or I do my long-term investment positional also. Okay. Limitations is there. Don't use only singly. Use it with couple of other like RSI and ADX. This was my yesterday's Bollinger Band. Means it is valid today also because today. You can see here, it is TCS. This is TCS. It is coming down. Now it has come down to this level. Last 2 days में यहाँ तक पहुँचा. What is it happening? It is trying to move up. Once it comes near about the moving average, look at the RS, look at the RSI, and then you take your decision whether you should go ahead and see. Let us see TCS here. देखिए TCS का ये अभी पोजीशन है. So RS is telling me थोड़ा weak हूं, ये नीचे आ रहा है, slope is going downwards, coming very near to the zero line, but still it is positive. Okay, let me see my RSI. It is on the 65 line है, dotted line के ऊपर है, लेकिन अभी आप देखेंगे ये mean average line है red, उससे थोड़ा नीचे गया है. So it is telling me that wait on the monthly chart. TCS is going little weak. Let me see on the weekly chart. That was in the day chart. पहला day पे देखते हैं हम लोग. Day पे देखें, ये day chart है. Day chart पे RS is telling me I am strong. Day chart पे RSI is telling me. Now see this RSI. This is my 35. This is my 50 and this is my 65. From 35 it has started going up. It went near about 48. थोड़ा नीचे आया. तो यहाँ भी आप देखेंगे प्राइस थोड़ा नीचे आया. Now wait for this line to cross the 50. 50 से क्रॉस करने से ये रेड लाइन है 14 मूविंग एवरेज है, उसको भी क्रॉस करेगा. अगर ये क्रॉस किया and RS is strong and it is crossing near about this, it means the TCS is going to move upward. ये लेवल पे देखिए TCS ऊपर मूव हुआ, यहाँ से ऊपर मूव हुआ, यहाँ तक गया 3794 level, and then it started moving. Let us see the volumes at each of these green volumes. The green bars are telling me there is a good amount of buying happening and the stock has started moving up. When this movement will happen upwards, you will find the volume will also cross the average bar. ये average bar का जो move, you can see the volume का blue line है. That blue line is nothing but a 20 simple moving average of the volume. So you will see that it will cross, the green bars will cross the average line like what you saw here. That is giving me an indication. Couple of things I'm doing together. First thing, मेरे लिए एक अच्छा demand zone यहाँ है, ऊपर जा रहा है. RS is telling me relative to my Nifty, TCS is strong. RSI is telling me I'm moving from 35 to 50. From 50, I'll wait for a couple of days and then it tells me I'm moving upwards. Now, this is what I'm going to do as a swing or a positional trade. But if I am a person of a long-term person, मैं खाली देखूंगा कि मेरे को ये सब झंझट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. मेरे को पता है कि TCS is good, थोड़ा market is down, positivity थोड़ा कम हुआ है. See the day when TCS results came, it was quite good. After that, once again, the IT sector is going down, but TCS has started moving upwards. So you have to look at both the things, okay, when you take your decisions. The fundamentals also. Please understand fundamentals are very important. Many people neglect that. I don't feel that you should do that. Reddington. Let us see Reddington. This is on the, what is this? On the day chart. See on the day chart. See the volumes. See the stock. बहुत ऊपर गया. Friday को भी अच्छा volume था. Very near to this, but the price went up. ये volume बहुत बढ़िया था. ये volume थोड़ा कम है average से. Now what you'll see, if you'll see that the price is moving up, let us see on the actual chart, our Reddington. We should see all the three. The day chart will tell me today's position. The weekly chart and the monthly chart will tell me how should I take it for my long-term perspective. See my day chart. ये अभी है, थोड़ा नीचे हुआ है, volume थोड़ा कम है, but relative strength is showing me positive. Here you can see from 50 it has started moving up, giving me a positive indication. See the weekly chart. Okay, see this. This is a Bollinger Band. A squeeze in the Bollinger Band. यहाँ से वो squeeze open हुआ, ऊपर गया, लेकिन once again वो band में ही है. So what is happening since November, if you can say from here, ये continuously October, November से वो squeeze में है. Now, if you want to see the performance of this stock on the, I see couple of things. I see trend line, I see screener, and one more thing, Market Smith and Market Mojo. All these things I see because I'm having a, what to say, a 10 subscription for them. Now you can see this Reddington here. Reddington. See, the stock is at 163. Based on the forecast by the various analysts, the stock should be somewhere near 191. See the performance. All the, whether it is what you say, fundamentals or your valuation is quite low. If it is going towards 10, 20, it is very high. Valuation is at 71, means it is very low. Technically, it is still not moving. The stock has not moved. So it is still a very good buy. And the PE ratio, you can see last 12 months trailing PE is just 10.4, whereas the industry PE is always high. So what is the average broker target? The average brokers are thinking that it should go up to 213. I am holding this stock. This is a good stock. I took this example to show you the idea. You should always look at both the things. And see here, my Reddington is in the squeeze. That is why the momentum is still low. But ये यहाँ से अगर निकला और ये स्क्वीज में से बाहर निकला तो वो अगर ऊपर गया तो 210 215 का लेवल होगा. Now at this level I can see this is my level. So what is this level? Currently up to 177 is going to be my target. So from here 177 179 you can see here that 179 is my first target. उसके बाद अगर मैं आगे निकला तो as per the brokers, we'll have to use fib, and fib will tell me that I'll show you next time. Okay, fib will tell me that how much it can go up.
What is the business of this company, Reddington?
They are basically dealers like Ingram Micro, Reddington, and Savex. They all are the dealers of IT products. Okay, so you can see I have drawn this extension of fib. 196 is my 0.5 levels, and this is, I'm not able to see up. Somewhere near 210 here is my 61.8 levels. Normally from 23.6 the stock will go to 38.2, which is 182 levels, then 50% levels, which is 196 and 61.8. So there is a good possibility ये stock काफी ऊपर जाएगा. Fundamentals are very good. The cheapest thing you can buy if you want to see fundamentals, ET का status reports है. They give very good fundamentals. Okay, I look at every stock के time. मैं ट्रेंड लाइन देखता हूँ, मार्केट मोजो देखता हूँ, मार्केट्स में देखता हूँ, एंड देन आई कम टू माय कलेक्टिव आइडिया कि फंडामेंटल्स कैसा है, एंड एवरी वन ऑफ देम विल गिव यू अ गुड, थोड़ा डिफरेंस होगा, बट दैट डिफरेंस इज हेल्पिंग यू टू मेक अ डिसीजन. It helps you to make a good decision. Okay, I'll show you that ET status also. Just give me a minute. This you can buy for how much? It is just 1499. Just now I can see that. Now I'm seeing which one it was. Reddington. I studied this report very in depth. Okay. Reddington, India. This will give you a good idea. Okay, and it is a reliable source. So, oh, the rating is still 9 and 10 के बीच में ही है. मतलब 10 is the best rating. Okay, what are the peers, competitors यहाँ है, देखेंगे. Okay, the strong buy, 6 analysts have said it is a very strong buy. What is the business type? You will be able to see down below. You can go for this. These are the parameters on which the rating has come. Earnings is the best, positive. This is niche, no rating, negative, neutral, positive. You can see all the parameters. Only the price momentum. Price momentum is nothing but the technicals. It is still more or less, you can say, moderately bullish or moderately bearish. Okay, started 6 by 8 or moderately bullish. So this price momentum has not happened. Otherwise, on all parameters, risk is also low. 9 is a low risk. By the way, it is in the positive area. This is a high risk and this is a low risk. Relative valuation is pretty good. Okay, the stock is at a very good price. So you can see every level, all the parameters are here, fundamentals, valuation, and the cost is not very high. थोड़ा आप करेंगे, खुद करेंगे तो ही पता चलेगा. So look at all these things. Now from here I can tell you your price targets. What we saw the target in trend line, how much it was? Here it is 191, 200. You can see many similar values you will find. Okay, here it is saying 163, say mean will be around 212 and the high can go as high as 360. And if you see in the Fibonacci, we saw this level was at the 210. Based on technicals, it is telling me around 210 levels will be my 61.8 levels. So in a year's time, it can go up to 210, 212 is a mean. Okay, and you can see here the high can be as high as 360. I am not looking for the very high figures. I am always looking at the mean figures. So my first target will be my this levels 179, 182, 196, and my third target can be 210. And that 210 is very similar to your 212 levels over here. So when you look at your fundamentals, when you look at your technicals, you will be in a position to understand मैं गलत तो नहीं हो रहा हूँ. Still the market can give you bad signals. तो हमारा क्या होता है? We cannot define everything because markets can be moving in the way it wants. Okay. So let's see the next thing we'll do now. Relative strength. I have showed you something about relative strength. Relative strength is a strategy when I compare my stock with some benchmark. So you can compare with the Nifty. If I'm looking at a bank stock, you can compare with the bank. Today, unfortunately, my share count is not allowing me to see the relative strength table. Okay, I'll once again see if it was allowing me. In morning में नहीं दे रहा था मेरे को. It was stopping here. नहीं है. ये keys are, I don't know, it is not allowing me. Okay, now what was the thing which we are seeing? We have already seen these pictures earlier. Yeah, like this. ये आप लोग ने देखा है, मैंने दिखाया है. Supposing this was my Nifty level. Then what is the private bank? Private bank is doing better than Nifty, relative strength. Nifty 500 is doing better than Nifty. Which were the IT was doing? This is previous. अभी ये वीक का नहीं है, पुराना है. Media was doing better. So relative to Nifty, these stocks have done well. These sectors and caps have done well, and this have done relatively bad. The red one is in bad. Okay. 1 minute. Just hold on for a minute. So if you see Sher Khan, Great Tiger, they give you like this relative strength. If you want to see something more, here is the relative strength of Nifty Bank versus Nifty. Okay, now you can see here. I've shown you this also many a times. The price is nothing but Nifty Bank. Okay, and you can see below we have the relative strength. You can see here TCS. एक minute. Sorry. You can see here Nifty Bank, the prices of Nifty Bank, and you can see the red color line coming down from the zero line. What it tells me? It tells me that the Nifty Bank compared to Nifty is going down. The Nifty Bank compared to Nifty is down. So what does it tell me? It tells me that relative strength of Nifty Bank is poorer than Nifty. Here you can see here, green is positive. This is TCS with Nifty. Currently, TCS is positive with reference to Nifty. So Nifty is going down, but TCS is telling me I am positive. Strength is. So relative strength helps us to gauge a particular stock or a particular sector with reference to the Nifty or a Nifty Bank, or if I'm looking at TCS, I will look with Nifty IT, like that. Okay. This we saw. Here also we can see, yesterday night I did this to show you. I have shown you multiple times the prices of Nifty Bank. You can see the prices of Nifty Bank, but I have plotted by adding so here I have plotted by adding multiple banks on the same chart. So there also I am seeing a relative strength. So relative strength tells me in different ways I can do this. How I have done it, I'll show you on the chart. The first thing I have taken is Nifty Bank over here. So Bank Nifty is the chart which I'm seeing. I am seeing on the day chart. Okay. I'm moving the Bollinger Band just now. I don't want to see the Bollinger Band. Now what I do, I add here one by one the banks. Okay, let us add HDFC Bank, the market leader. You can see the yellow line. The yellow line is of HDFC Bank. Where is my Nifty Bank here? HDFC Bank is minus 8% down. Let us add ICICI Bank. So the price Nifty Bank is here. ICICI Bank is plus 36% above. Let us add Kotak Bank. Kotak Bank is here. You can see here, HDFC से भी below है. Many a times I have told you all these things.
Put Indus in.
Okay, I'll do that. Let me put Axis also because I saw it here. Then I'll put HDFC. Where is Indus in you want? So now we have reached the stage where technical analysis you will be able to do on your own if you want to. Bank Nifty से नीचे है, HDFC से ऊपर है और कोटक सबसे नीचे है. Let us see Axis. Where is Axis? ICI से नीचे. Okay. I think so. Bank Nifty और Axis Bank दोनों merge हो गए. It is at the same level. The prices are nearly at the same level. Okay. Let us see SBI. See SBI much above. Oh my God, I made a mistake. मैंने बैंक निफ्टी निकाल के वहां ये डाल दिया by mistake. Sorry, I'll have to do it once again for the last two. Bank Nifty. Okay. What we wanted was Axis Bank. Okay. So you can see here Bank Nifty is here, Axis Bank is here, ICICI Bank is above, IndusInd below Bank Nifty, HDFC below, Kotak still below. And one more, let us see SBI. What a,
It is SBIN, no? State Bank.
yeah. So see here. Now let us see all. SBIN above, ICICI Bank above, below, Axis Bank below, Bank Nifty, IndusInd, HDFC, and Kotak. So this is the relative strength of all these banks. Okay, what I am comparing with Bank Nifty. Supposing I want to remove Bank Nifty and I'll say Nifty. तो देखिए निफ्टी के कंपैरिजन में कैसा है. सो ये मेरा निफ्टी आ गया. So Nifty is above Bank Nifty and all the other banks are like that. Can you see what I'm doing? I am doing relative strength comparison. तो अगर मेरे को बाय करना है कौन सा स्टॉक at current levels, I can take a decision based on this relative strength. Have you understood? This is a very important thing. And whether you have to exit or not exit, जाके immediately वो stock को relative strength से compare कीजिए. Now I'll have to remove all these things, otherwise I'll not be able to see any other things. Start using it, you will be able to do it. There's nothing difficult there. Okay.
But you need, I think, subscription, no, for this.
No. I have not taken TradingView subscription. I have not taken. Maximum problem I face is I cannot put more than 3 indicators. तो मैं अभी भी आप देखेंगे मैं Bollinger Band है उसके साथ में RSI and RSI लगाया. Last time I was having moving averages. So this time I have removed the moving average so that I can show you all the 3 together. RSI is a momentum indicator developed by Welder. Now, remember this, if the stock is above 65, I don't take 70 in the Indian stock market. I have gone by a couple of people and then I have taken my decision that 65 के ऊपर गया, कहाँ तक ऊपर जा रहा है तब तक जाने दो, लेकिन वो से immediately वो trend change करने लगा. Immediately what you should do is you should understand that the stock is going to fall. Let us see the trading term. Let us add the indicators. I am adding relative strength. Now multiple relative strength is there. I am using the one by some Indian who has modified Bharat Trader. So I am adding this. Okay, it is already there. तो मेरे को दिख नहीं रहा है. 1 minute. Okay. So I want to show you how to add the indicators. So first thing I'll do is I'll remove the indicator one by one and I'll add them. So just now I'm showing you how to add Bollinger Band. So go to indicators. Right here, Bollinger Band. Okay. So I've got the Bollinger Band indicator. Close this. Now what I do is I do a coloration as per my. So the middle line I normally give is dark blue. And I take the thicker one, this middle one. Then the upper band, I take it as a green one. And the line is little thicker. The lower one, I take a red band, or if you want, you can keep green also, doesn't matter. I've taken red. थोड़ा background coloration करता हूँ. Inputs, I don't change here anything. 20 simple moving average and standard deviation is 2. I OK it, and here I get my Bollinger Band. So I added one indicator. Now I'm allowed 2 more because it is a free site. I have not paid anything. So now I'm taking relative strength. Relative strength. I'm taking this Bharat Trader. Okay, here it has come down. Now I go to the settings and I click here. I don't want to see this reference label, so I remove this. Then style, this is 123-day moving average. Okay. Show moving average period. I'm putting red line. I'm just increasing the thickness. So here I can see my relative strength. What is the comparison I've done? I forgot to show you that. I have set the NSE Nifty. So I'm comparing all the stocks over here with Nifty. So what it tells me, whether the stock is doing better than Nifty or it is not doing better than Nifty. The third indicator I'm adding today is RSI. This one. Okay. Now here you can see the default is 70 and 40. I just make it little slight change and I make it 65. Here it is. This upper band 70 के बदले में 65 लगता हूँ. Middle band is 50 और इसको 35 करता हूँ. Because Indian market conditions में this works better. So the upper line is 65, the lower line is 35 and the middle is 50. It is very blurred, so थोड़ा मैं उसको dark करता हूँ. So upper band के लिए ये dark किया. Middle band को ये डार्क किया, थिकनेस बढ़ाया, एंड लोअर बैंड के लिए थिकनेस बढ़ाया. So now still I want to show the band. So थोड़ा उसको मैं fill करता हूँ RSI. So now I am having all the three indicators: Bollinger Band, relative strength, and relative strength index. Okay. So this is how you can do your settings. Now in relative strength, the default period is 14. If you reduce the period, you will get more sensitivity, but I would prefer leave it 14 only. Everyone is using 14. Some, what do you say, these traders, intraday traders, they use 9 and all, but it is not necessary to use. RSI above 65, I am taking the value 65, default is 70, and RSI above 35, okay, is the time to buy. Some people take 40 also. This is my some of the charts which are available. They will show you like this also. ये sell का indication, ये buy का indication. Here it is RSI. Some chart is there on RSI which can show you like that also. Buy somewhere. Here it is a buy indication. ये पुराना है अमर जी. So if it is in the bull market, if you are looking at the bull market, look from here to upwards. If the market is going up, like here you can see, यहाँ से वो ऊपर गया, means it is a bull. यहाँ से वो नीचे आया, it means it is a bear. Many a times it goes below that also. Let us see LTI. See here, ऊपर गया, बहुत bullish था, नीचे आया, नीचे गया, 35 से नीचे गया, अभी भी वापस नीचे है. So what has happened? It has come into the oversold region. अगर नीचे थोड़ा गया तो ये एक डिमांड जोन यहाँ दिख रहा है, ये डिमांड जोन को टच करके वो ऊपर निकलेगा. So here you can see on the Bollinger Band also, it is just traversing the lower band. RS is red. Red means it is negative. We are talking of LTI. When the downward trend is there, it will start from up, it will come down and it will go below 35. When the upward trend is there, it will go above 40 to 50 and then right up to 65. Sometimes it goes up to 70, 80 also. There are something called as divergence. The divergence abhi tumko thoda difficult lagega.
Viraj,
So,
sorry, can you
yeah.
go?
Can you?
Okay, this RSI thing. Okay, now you said LNT, whatever.
LTI.
So LTI. So was that? I'm just trying to understand. Was that a sell? Because
See,
it went
no.
up?
See this LTI. Okay, we'll understand this LTI. From here, it has come down. At this level, if you want it, when it is touching the Bollinger Band, you could have, if you are a trader kind of person, you can sell. RS भी नीचे है and it has gone below 65.
Okay.
Now it is below the 50 line. Definitely it is a sell. It goes down. Now it has come down to a level of 26.47 something. Here you can read that 26 something.
So now it's a buy.
So now it has come to a very low level. Okay. Now you may not buy immediately. What you should do is look for the green candle. Here a big green candle, and what happens? It should be like this. It should move along the band and start moving upwards. When it starts moving upwards, at this point, if you buy or near the mean average, the 20 mean, it is a sure shot that it will go up. Many a times what happens? It comes down and then you buy and then it is going in a parallel path, consolidation manner. That time if you buy, you are holding the stock at a lower level, but for a longer period of time. Here you see, if you buy here, लेकिन ये stock move हुआ ही नहीं, ये consolidate हुआ, फिर वापस नीचे गिर गया. So many a times it is better to wait for the stock to pass the 20 MA line. Then look below. Is it in the upward movement? Yes, RSI is showing upward. Is it RSI strength is upwards? Yes. Then you can think of buying. Next time we'll see ADX along with this. And that ADX will also give me whether the strength is positive or negative. And then I will take a decision. I can take a buy decision here because it is at the lowest level. But I'm not sure whether the stock will further go low. I cannot be sure of that. It can still remain and move along for some more time like this. Sometimes in the next, most of the time the stock has moved. Here it was little behind. But most of the stock has moved up. You can have a look at the stock history also, and then you will be able to decide. Like here you can see it has moved back in 3-4 days time, it has come back. So from year to year it starts moving up. You are sure that ये 35-40 क्रॉस किया, अभी वो स्टॉक ऊपर चढ़ने को चलेगा. As soon as it crosses 40-50, you can start buying. Even though you are buying at a higher price compared to this level, but the reason is you are not holding your money and not very sure whether it is going to move up or not. Now this period can be a very long period also, because the reason is the market sentiments are not so good. So it is possible that you can hold for a very long period of time.
Okay, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Even the green candle is also not supported by volume.
Yeah, the volume should be there. Agar volume hoga to hi aayega. Dekhiye, you can see here, this is a small green candle and the volume just it is near about. So wait for a couple of days and then you can enter LTI. In fact, LTTS results were good. LTTS is, you can see it is the red candle. FL. See the band in completely squeezed band. Relative strength going down. नीचे गया था, ऊपर आया, वापस नीचे जा रहा है. And RS is below 50. Now RS is below 50 means it is telling me the stock is not having strength. It may go further down. So why should I buy at this level? Okay. So wait for your time. ये indicator बहुत ही squeeze form में है. So that is why you can see FL I have not given a buy. I kept a red line on FL. So we stop for 2 minutes and then we'll start with the next session.